Okay.
So all of the sessions this week are being recorded. So for the people who couldn't be with us live, we are going to put them on the Waypoint YouTube channel. So thank you so much to Lisa and the Yoga House for making this afternoon possible. Lisa will also be here tomorrow at 4 for Yoga and Anxiety, which is another great session and a great way to enter the Thanksgiving weekend. So a big thank you to CompuSolve, who sponsored this session. CompuSolve and a number of local businesses have been sponsoring each session this week so that we can provide them to the community, and with the generosity of Lisa, we can provide this class today. A big thank you as well to Midland Honda. Oh, I have a baby joining me. To Midland Honda and Brissette Concrete and Forming, who sponsored the entire week. And for anybody looking for a way to promote good mental health this weekend, we are doing Get Your Mental Health in Motion on Saturday. So it is a choose your own adventure. And so you choose the activity, be active with your family, and all donations are supporting the COVID-19 Mental Health Relief Fund. And we will also provide a link to that in the chat. So without further ado, Lisa, I will let you take it away.
Okay. Thank you, Holly. Okay, so we will begin sitting down. If you want to come to a seated cross-legged position. And we'll begin maybe with closing your eyes, but if you don't feel like closing your eyes, that's okay. You can keep them open if you like. And bring one hand onto your belly. So we want to think of the belly like a balloon, and you're blowing up the balloon, and then you're deflating the balloon. So as you breathe in, feel the belly expand, and then as you breathe out, the belly's going to draw all the way back. So feel the belly expand and draw back. And just keep that breath going in and out of your nose if you can. You might even hear a little bit of an ocean-like sound in the back of your throat. So that's like an ocean breath. And then we're going to link some movement to this. So take your arms out to the side. And with your inhale, with your breath in, take your arms all the way up. And then with your breath out, take the arms all the way down. Breath in and the arms come all the way up. And your breath out, the arms come down. Do one more there with your breath in, arms coming up. And breathing out, your arms coming down. And just let your arms rest down. And then we're going to take some shrugs with our shoulders. So breathing in, bring the shoulders up, and then let them drop down. Breathing in, bring them up, and let them drop down. Breathe in, bring them up, and drop down. And one more, breathe in, and up, and drop all the way down. And then we'll go the other way. So rounding them forward and dropping down. Rounding forward and dropping down, rounding forward and dropping down, and one more, forward and down. Okay, and then let's take our hands out in front. You want to think of like you've got a big, huge pot in front of you, and you're going to stir your pot. So you've got your hands together and stirring that pot around. So nice big circles, stirring the pot, mixing up whatever good fall soup you have, mixing that up, stirring around and around and around. And then go the other way. So come around the other way, stir around. One more time around, and then we'll come back to our center. Okay, and let's bring the hands down. And then you're going to turn your hand up towards the ceiling and think like you've got paint on your fingers. And we're going to draw a beautiful colored rainbow as we arc our arm over. So you're going to reach up, drawing that rainbow with those fingers, and reach all the way over to your side. And then come back and bring the hand all the way down. Turn your other hand up and arc it all the way over. And then all the way back down. So beautiful colored rainbows. Just keep going back and forth with your arms, making that nice arc of the rainbow up and over and down. Let's go one more time to each side. Down and up and over. And then we'll come all the way down, bringing your hands down to the ground. Okay. And then we're going to come around onto our hands and knees. Okay. So this is our tabletop position. So like you could place a nice Thanksgiving dinner on your back, and you've got this tabletop position. And then we're going to press our way back into either, it's called a child's pose or rock pose. Press into your hands and come back up into your tabletop position. And then back into your child's pose. Up into your tabletop position. And then we're going to come into what's called cow pose. So you're arching, or you're rounding, arching your back. And then we come into a cat pose and we round our back. So we're going to arch our back into a cow. You can do a little moo here if you like. And then round through the back and come into a cat pose and meow. And moo, coming forward. And breathing out, you're going to round and exhale, meow. And then press all the way back into your child's pose or rock pose. And then inhale, we're going to link a few more together. You're going to come up, breathe in. Breathe out into your cat, meow. And moo into your cow. Curl your toes and do a little wag of a tail back and forth. So wag your tail like your dog, you're wagging your tail. And then you're going to come back, and then we're going to press into a downward dog. So you can do a little wag of your tail here if you like. Maybe you take your dog for a walk, moving one foot down and then the other, just walking that dog out. And then come on back and bring your knees down to the ground and come into your child's pose. Breathe in, come up to your table. Breathe out into a cat, meow. And then moo, coming forward. Curl your toes and come into your dog. And if you feel like barking there, you're welcome to bark. Breathe in, bring your knees down, and then come to your child's pose again, back into your child's pose. Okay, so this time we're going to slither through like a snake. So you're going to keep your body pretty low, slither all the way through, and then come to your belly and reach up like a cobra. And then press all the way back into your child's pose. Breathe in and come all the way through, and you can do a little hiss here if you want. And all the way back into your child's pose. We're going to slither through again, come into your cobra, and then come back onto your hands and knees. Round through your back into a cat's breath, meow, and then cow and moo. Curl your toes and make your way into your downward dog. Okay, And then from your downward dog, you're going to walk or hop your feet forward. So you can come all the way forward. And then press down into your feet and bring your arms all the way up. And your hands are going to come to your heart. Okay. So we're going to take mountain pose. You want to think of your mountain like a nice, strong, firm base. And so we're going to have our feet planted and our arms down alongside our body. And we're standing here like a big, strong mountain, the winds and the rain and the snow all going up and all around us. We find this really firm base here. No, not even any really wavering, not any movement. We're just going to stand nice and tall and strong. Think yourself as a big, strong mountain. Good. Okay, now let's our feet. A star has 5 points, so you've got your feet, your arms, and the top of your head. And you're this nice, bright, brilliant star. And then we're going to become a little bit of a shooting star. So you're going to bend your knees, bring your arms in, and then shoot out. And bend the knees, arms in, and shoot out. And bend the knees, and arms in, and shoot out. Bend the knees, arms in, and shoot out. Okay. And then let your arms come all the way down. Okay. And now we're going to turn our one foot forward and the other foot in a little bit for a triangle pose. And the triangle has 3 points. So you've got the base of your pelvis and your 2 feet are your triangles. So you can see the shape of the triangle there. Your arms are going to come up, and then we're going to form another triangle by dropping our arm down to our leg. So now you've got this triangle here as well. So we want to form that triangle. And press in, come on all the way back up. Let your arms come down. And then let's turn that foot in and turn the other foot out. And arms come up. We'll go to a triangle on the other side. So reach forward, arm down, the other arm up towards the ceiling. Good. And then press in and come all the way up and arms down. And turn your foot in. We're going to go back to the triangle the other way. So turn your foot forward, the other foot in, arms come up, and reach forward. Nice. And all the way up. And then turn the foot in, turn the other foot out, and we come to our triangle the other way. Good stuff. And then all the way up and lower your arms down. Okay. So now your feet are lined up at the end of your mat. Your arms are going to come out again for this star. And then we're going to be a fallen star. So we're going to start to fold and fold all the way forward, folding in to this fallen star. Let your head go. Deep breath here. And then let's pick that star all the way back up. Come all the way back up for your star. Good. And lower your arms all the way down. Good stuff. Okay, now we're going to be a warrior. So we'll turn our foot forward, 1 foot forward, and the other foot can turn in a little bit. Strong, strong legs. So we want our legs nice and strong, and then you're going to reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Reach up. So if somebody came and tried to tip you over, you wouldn't fall over. You're nice and strong here. So this is our our first warrior, or warrior one. And then bring your arms down. And we'll go to the other side. So let's step your foot forward, and then we'll step the other foot back. Nice and strong in the legs again, and bring the arms up. Reach up, nice and strong. And then the arms coming down and steps forward. We're going to go back to that warrior pose. So your foot's going to go back, nice and strong in the legs, and arms coming up. So we'll go into warrior three, but warrior three looks more like an airplane. So let's take the arms out to the side. You're going to press into your foot, your front foot, and then shift and reach that back leg up. So your airplane might be a little wobbly, that's okay. And then let's bring your foot down to meet the other foot. Okay. And we'll step our other foot back. We'll start with the arms up for a warrior. And then arms coming out to the side. And shift and leg up. And then come all the way down. Good. All right, and then let's take a forward bend, fold all the way in, come forward. Push down into your feet, come all the way up, and bring your hands into your heart. Okay, so we're going to come into a tree pose now. So it's again a balancing pose. So probably parents are groaning because they don't like balancing, but we're going to come into a balancing pose. So if you've got a parent or a wall there, you can hang on to it if you like. You're going to press into your foot and then bring the other leg up to the inside of your leg. So you can bring it all the way up if you can. You can hold on to each other. You could hold hands. You could maybe even give a hug if you like. Nice and steady. There might be a little bit of wind blowing there. And then let's bring that foot down. Good stuff. Okay. And then we'll press into the other foot. Bring your leg up. You can keep your toes down towards the ground. You can bring the leg all the way up if you like. So maybe you extend your branches out. Maybe you extend your branches out to your family. You can hold hands if you like. And then that's good. Let's lower that all the way down. Good stuff. Okay, let's take our feet just a little bit wider apart and then turn your toes out a little. So if mom and dad or grandparents don't have good knees, then maybe don't go down quite as far here. We're going to do a little bit of a squat or a lot of a squat. You're going to come down and up and down and up and down and up and down and up. And then let's drop down wherever you can go and stay down. Maybe your hands at your heart. So you might be up a little higher, and that's okay. Deep breath. So depending on how you feel, you can lean back and roll back onto your bum if you like. Okay. We're going to come to sitting now. So we'll sit with our legs out in front. So I'm going to show you this. This is our boat pose. Our boat pose, you can hold the backs of your legs and bring your feet up. However, I'm on my own, so I can't do this with somebody, but it's kind of fun if you have your feet touching the other person's and holding hands. And then you can work with your legs up and down and up. So I can't see you, but I'm wondering if anybody's doing this. Up and down and up. And then you can bring your feet down, bring your feet together. So now we bring the soles of our feet together. You'll have a chance to do that again in a second. So if you want to play again in your boat pose, you can. Now we'll come to our butterfly pose. So butterfly have these beautiful wings, and we're going to open and close the wings of the butterfly. So you're going to inhale the legs up and exhale the legs down. Inhale the legs up and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Breathe in the legs up and breathe out the legs down. One more. Breathe in the legs up and breathe out the legs down. And then just come part way up. We're going to bring the knees back in. So if you want to do that partnering with your family, you can bring your legs up. Your feet can touch. Or maybe you're holding on to each other's hands. You might lift the legs up and down and up. You might be falling over as well. That's okay too. Up and down and up. And then let's bring the feet down, bring the soles of your feet together. And now we're going to go more into like a cocoon. So you're going to fold in and round forward. So this butterfly just folding in. And then let's come all the way up, coming up, and bring your knees in. And now the boat's going to rock a little bit. So you can hold, so you won't do this with partners, but you're going to hold the backs of your legs. You might even cross your legs over and just start to rock back and forth. Rock along your back. If it doesn't feel good along your back to do this, just come onto your back. You can rock up and down, up and down, up. And then we're going to come all the way back and come onto your back and bring your feet down to the ground. So if you're doing this with little kids, little ones, and you know that you can stay up, you might want to have them go underneath you. So we're going to come into a bridge pose. So our bridge pose, our arms are down alongside our body. We press into our feet and lift up. So depending on the size of your child, you might have to lift up a little higher and let them go underneath you. And they might want to keep going back and forth, so you might have to stay here for a little while. You can lift. And if you want to lower, you can lower, but not onto a child, please. Lift and lower and lift. And this time, maybe coming up a little higher, you might want to roll your shoulders under, lift a little higher, press into your feet, and forming an even bigger bridge. And then let's lower the bridge all the way down. Come down. Okay. And then bring your arms out to the side. We're going to do a little windshield wiper twisting with our legs. So let your legs swish to one side and then the other. Swish and back and over. You can turn your head as well, swishing the legs from one side to the other. One more. And then come back to center. So this is something that we're all probably pretty good at. We're going to take our legs up towards the ceiling and take our arms up towards the ceiling. And this is the only time you're allowed to do this, but have a little temper tantrum. So shake out your arms, shake out your legs, just shake everything out, arms and legs. You can even do a little bit of sighing with your breath and just shake it all the way out. Just let all that energy go. Shake, 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 shake. And wind it down. And then you're going to bring your feet down, bring your arms down, and take your legs out to the sides. Just let your feet drop out. So we come now into this very still position. It's our relaxation, our final relaxation position. You can have your hands on your belly if you like, or if there are a couple of you, if there's a couple of family members and you want to bring, you could have somebody's head on your belly and then just kind of form a little bit of a shape with one head on the belly, and then the next person puts their belly onto the next person's, their head onto the next person's belly if you like. So, or you can just rest your hands on your belly as well. So let's take a deep breath in and feel that balloon belly expanding, and then breathe out and everything drops back. Nice deep breath in, blow that balloon up in the belly again. And then a deep breath out through the mouth. One more deep breath in. And then a deep breath out of the mouth. And now just let your body rest and try to be very still with your body. You can let your eyes close. And feel like you're sinking back down into the ground. If you've got your head on somebody's belly, you might just feel that little bit of movement into your head, their belly. You breathe in, feel that expanding, but not a huge deep breath. And then breathing out through the nose, and just let your whole body relax. Let everything relax. Feel like your legs have weights on them. Your legs are getting a little heavier. Your arms getting heavier. Your whole body relaxes. Your breath in and your breath out. Let your mouth relax a little bit. Breathing in, breathing out. And then just very slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. You can bend your knees and give yourself a big hug. So hug those legs, do a little rock of your body. And then just slowly roll to your side, roll over onto one side, and curl up like a little ball. You're going to curl up on your side. And take a couple of breaths here. And then you're going to slowly press your way all the way up and come around to a seated position. And that finishes up our family yoga. You can bring your hands up and say namaste. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.